I didn't see you standing there. Tell me something. You are never gonna let it go. Step into your heart, but you don't take it. Please don't leave it. And you are never gonna let this go. All I know is that you wanna break it. I just wanna say it's such a feeling. You know what you would tell me. Why did you turn your back right to me? You drive me crazy. We just carry one elation that we can't keep anymore. But we have to make it for us, 'cause I'm never gonna make it. If I see your mind with all the world motion that I tore, I could get everything back. Yeah, this time we will let this go. Let it go. Let it go.
Well, it's another one of these wonderful tournaments in San Jose, California. The fourth, you know what they say about the 4, 5, and 6. So they're always better than 1, 2, and 3. So we're starting our new trilogy.
Okay.
Welcome back to another Slashback.
Hello and welcome and good morning from, I guess, foggy, somewhat overcast, but beautiful weather, I would say, in San Jose. And good morning to everyone out there who's watching bright and early today. Thank you for joining this yap session between Samifish and I as we wait for a Guilty Gear ACPR match to come to the stream.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining us. It's going to be one of the better Plus R tournaments of the year, just partly because of the tournament organizer who represents the game quite heavily, but also because this tournament just showed a home for it pretty damn early on, and that means a lot of people came out to it. So, like, in my opinion, it's one of the 2 or 3 biggest Plus R tournaments of the year for NA, and it always shows up. So I'm pretty excited for the weekend.
Yeah, ACPR has a big history here out in West Coast.
Yeah.
It goes all it goes all the way since the organizer was down in UCLA. We were playing out of his tiny CRT back in West LA. And, it's that has roots all the way, up until now, you know what I mean? Some of those core memories you get playing fighting games just kind of spread throughout your whole career. And then, that passion kind of just pulls all the way down to here, right? So here we are at Slashback, many, many years in the making if you think of it that way.
Yeah. I mean, in a lot of ways, you think about how many of the people who are played Guilty Gear back in the day are people who have really important roles in the scene and fighting games in general.
Yeah.
Woshige working at Capcom, Koichi works at SNK now for City of the Wolves. So many of our TOs are people who are Guilty Gear players or were Guilty Gear players. Kizzy runs Risk down in SoCal now, right?
Yeah,
it's
not quite on the level as national security with furries or anything like that, but it's getting there. It's really close. Yeah.
It comes from an era, I think, where this game wasn't as appreciated as we liked. Back, in the era of when Capcom games kind of reigned supreme.
Yeah, during the Dark Ages.
Yeah, during the Dark Ages, right? And there was a lot of that time where we kind of just really wished that we would have the same respect for a game that we believed was as good, if not better, for some people.
Mm-hmm.
And that turned into personal organization, that turned into community gathering, that turned into people who took that stand for themselves and tried to make something out of nothing because there was nothing to, before them.
Absolutely. You got to remember that Frosty Faustings pretty much started as Guilty Gear, right? Out of someone's garage. So did Level Up back in SoCal too. It started out of my garage. And it eventually just, Wednesday night fights too, right?
Yep.
It eventually just the scale just changes all the time. But again, it's really cool to see the game continue to be played.
Yep.
I do think many of the best players are considerably more geriatric than they used to be. But, I think the skill level has not really declined much at all, really.
No. I think we're almost at a point now where we're at about the level of, the height of AC, which was, I think it'd probably be, what you'd call the old pinnacle of, the AC days.
Yeah.
Or, the old XX Guilty Gear, I would say.
I think we have to start calling it like, well, in Guilty Gear, what do they call that like 1,000-year gear war that they fought? What do they call it? It wasn't 1,000 years, but what was that war?
I think it's just the Gear War.
Yeah, I think we just gotta call it that now. You know what I mean? That's what we call like the old AC era.
Yeah.
And the new era is like whatever the current age is.
Yeah, because it's just before then, like we had basically Japan that had their own like ability to get better very easily because
Right.
they had arcades, right? So they had the ability to play against each other. So we have that now with rollback. So like people are so good now. Like not only to include the tools like replay takeover and stuff like that. That's a different story. The fact that you can just play people whenever you want is like the best boon you could possibly have for any fighting game.
Yeah,
And that-
especially if there's like 20 characters or something. Like
Right.
you need to practice against a lot of them. And you know, ACPR is a game where, you know, like characters still weigh different amounts. So it's like a pretty considerable thing. The mindset change is also really big too. It's
yeah.
especially in early AC, there was a lot of like ego measuring with like I gotta do the best combo, I gotta do the best setup, I gotta do like all of the best stuff because that means I'm the best I'm the best player of this character.
Right.
A lot of that back in the day, like you're not doing the optimal thing. Like what are you doing? Like you're wasting the like 3 tension you could have gotten or something like that. There was a lot of that back in the day, but now it's just about like, okay, well if I beat my opponent, I'm the better player. You know what I mean? I think it's a better mindset for improving and getting from beginner to mid and then mid to mid-high. And then maybe when you get to like the best in the world, you can complain that you're not doing the most optimal stuff. But
Sure.
like, the overall player pool, like if you go to a tournament, you're going to fight someone who can do most of their B&B now. They can hurt you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that learning to play for tournaments, definitely a huge deal. And we'll hopefully see some of that this weekend as we get into this one. We've got a Soul versus, or Haas, I should say, versus Mei. It's a pretty close quarter combat. Both characters like to get up close and personal. But I think the bigger issue for Mei is that she generally has to run at Haas if he decides he wants to back up and charge.
I'm not going to lie, I thought this was a button check. But they're actually scrappy.
Yeah. So both Orion and Espada are pretty quality players. Espada plays both Plus R and Exerd. I play him in Exerd quite a bit. And definitely he brings even like that that Plus R mentality to Exerd a little bit. Like he plays his Mei like a little bit differently than all the
Yeah.
other. So like he's definitely like bred in this type of game.
Good old Wake of Command Throw. Back when Mei's Command Throw did, you know, that much damage. I mean, I guess it still does a lot in the current games if you think of it.
I would say so myself. Yeah, just kind of keeping the pace up right now and trying to keep Haas from just getting some free levels. Orion trying to find the moments for it, but it's getting pretty difficult, especially with Espada kind of pressing the advantage.
Can't FD there, I don't think so. So that could have been even chipped.
And a lot of times, playing against Mei, taking life lead on her is pretty important because she's a character who does want to run forward. And then once you get that life lead, you can kind of ask her to make mistakes.
Yeah, you're kind of seeing Orion go with like just leaving some moves out there. Maybe they'll run into it. Awarded a huge punish by doing that active charge. I guess, is that what they call it these days?
Call what?
Is like, you know, if you do the follow-up to his DP, to give himself like a little meter.
Oh, action charge?
Yeah, action charge. That's what it was.
All right.
Dust Ender. Pretty. Oh. Yeah, big counter hit. DP and then loses.
Yeah, full armor on that one, but nice confirm from Orion there. Does have the meter to back up the next big hit if we can find it.
Yeah, Dolphin to the face. Just trying to get an air throw there, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe air throw attempt again, traded with the Dolphin.
Just generally, like, Espada kind of plays like pretty that old school like AC plus R style of just being kind of aggro for the most part, pushing forward. And it can get quite tough, right? Because I think one of the other things about playing that type of character, or that style, I should say, is that that person knows how to play in those high tense moments way better than you do. So if you're not ready for it, then you can kind of get run over quite easily.
But, you know, like, she's a pretty simple character, so then, like, making a lot of noise with your movement and actions is really important, right? So
yeah. Definitely noise is a great way to put it, like obfuscating.
Nice jump.
Exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. Jump is a good option, but oftentimes backstep is best against throws. You can get a rope punish there, but we'll take that over taking a full overhead kick.
Right.
Big counter hit. Not much of a follow-up there. Action charge. Up RC.
Just trying to find that right moment. I mean, honestly, to Orion's credit, hasn't been a combo, but a bunch of tags that has kept the life pretty close. Oh, there it is.
3 for 3 on those. So fast.
Like, we haven't got, like, the Haas flow, right? It's just been, like, here's and there's.
It might be difficult in this matchup because Mei is moving around so much, right?
Right.
There's not a lot of time to charge up either, so. But I really like Orion's usage of kind of, like, leaving up moves so that, like, you know, Mei is just scared to run into something here on accident.
Nice.
Yeah, repressure, gets the charge, spends meter. Ah, big drop.
Yeah, really unfortunate, especially this character. The new routing and everything, you really want to hit your combos.
Yeah, that corner combo is really big.
Backs up afterwards, trying to chase down with Restive. Mei with 50%, if we can find that hit, it could hurt.
4 for 4. It is one of the best FBs in the game, too. Run up super.
Put him out of the corner. Not a lot of damage on top of which kind of hurts for the 50%.
Whoa, what an anti-air. Respects that. Gets tagged anti-air, but a little too late on the conversion. Big wake up. Just gets out of that spot. One of the really, like, moves that... truly one of the moves of all time of, like, not being in the same place.
Yeah. Very funny. It's like how Soul-esque it is, but it's not a Soul move where it's just like moves you forward and leaves a big hitbox.
Yeah.
Like annoying to deal with, but
It's like a deconstructed stroke the big tree.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
A lot of drops, but it is kind of early for fighting gamers, I guess. Big bait, but not much of a punish, and then questionable burst.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate, but I mean that's empty bursts on both sides, so
Yeah,
all things even for the most part.
That overhead, quite fast.
Yeah. Trade in Orion's favor. RC's that overhead that time.
Yeah,
Missed whatever they wanted to do with the 5D there. Didn't have meter for Fafnir if that was the case. But.
Yeah, maybe they tried a force break, but didn't have the meter. Force break being a 25 meter thing you can do to make a pretty strong special move, I guess. It's not an EX move exactly. What a DP.
Oy, missed the ID.
Yeah, I haven't hit it yet, unfortunately. But it'll come back.
It's hard, you know. It's old game, no buffer.
Yeah, that is true. But, you know, we've seen that, you know, they've left the move out there. It's been very effective at really discouraging Mei from just doing a lot of random dolphin. Because if you can hit the IAD, it's you know, like a mild reward for a dolphin, but then you get like a huge reward off of your anti-air. But just run up overhead kiss.
Just goes for corner carry on that one. A little too far for the 6H. The trade. Oh, nice. After the rocket, Orion gets out. Ultimate
nice
Winder.
bait.
Just a little bit too far. Fafnir, baby.
Yeah, the block string into a low, I guess. It works. Nice DP. Any DP will probably finish it. Yeah, and there you go.
Good stuff. Yeah, I mean, Fafnir is just really hard to deal with on Haas because, generally speaking, you don't expect to hold low or down back for that far out, right? Like in the range where Fafnir works.
Yeah.
So it's like you're holding 4 at that point, and then you get your legs clipped.
I mean, it's the classic Street Fighter sweep while you're walking back.
Right,
kind
exactly.
of thing, yeah. Except it's in a Guilty Gear game where oftentimes like you don't expect to do that at all in games. There's so much jumping, right? So
There's not even that many lows in the game that are like that far out.
Yeah.
You know, like pretty much every long range move in the game is a mid, and maybe 1 or 2 overheads. But like for the most part, I think like it's a little unintuitive. I think.
Well, you know, I think every character deserves some kind of tool.
Sure.
That's a little unique. And force breaks are very powerful in this game.
Yeah.
It's a ACP, like, you know, it's a mechanic from AC, which was much derided at the time because they're very, very, very powerful force breaks. But for the most part, I think we've kind of just accepted that, like, that's actually not the worst thing that could have happened to fighting games.
Force breaks, in my opinion, were definitely an incredibly powerful tool, and not everybody got the same level of power up from them.
Yeah.
But let me tell you that at the time, like in 05 when when AC first came out, I thought it was the coolest shit in the world.
Well, you know,
I was like, whoa, Chip he can jump out of Gamma into Genrosa or out of Genrosan and like teleport, and then that became Shinkuro afterwards in Ingazard. Like, that became other moves later on.
So
I thought it was the coolest stuff in the world.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's the level of asymmetrical meter expenditure in this game to begin with FRCs and so on.
Yeah.
So, like, oh, well. Anyway, so while we were discussing the history of AC, Digital Watches takes round 1. Once again, there's not much of a culture around button checking today. It is early, guys.
Yeah.
You guys realize it's before noon?
God bless.
Okay. Jawnsunn with a little pressure there, just out of reach for Digital Watches.
Yeah, I should talk about the characters a little bit at least. So we have DW on the Axel, our premier Axel player in the United States, coming in from the Pacific Northwest, and then Jawnsunn on the Milia. The matchup tends to be quite annoying for Axel specifically, only because the speed and duration. There's kind of like this prevailing thought that it's kind of hard to keep Milia from doing what she wants because she just has all the movement in the world.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, the one thing that Axel has in this game that he doesn't have in a lot of other versions of this character is he does damage.
Yeah, he hurts. He does a ton of damage.
Yeah. So it's like you can potentially tag her twice and win. Like, look at this. This is, you have to burst that. That was going to be 60%.
Okay. Sweep, can we get started here? Yeah, with the low. But it's a pretty, you know, like, Milia has to hit you quite a few times to kill you in this game. Yeah. Unless you get specific starters, so we are seeing that kind of play out in here real time. Okay, good challenge there with that low. Spends meter. I don't think it's enough to kill.
No, but they get a good combo. I like the Kokugeki extension as well. That was very cool.
Pulled out of the corner, but yeah. Yeah, and right when you're thinking, thank God I blocked that, get thrown. Match point already for Digital Watches. We didn't even get to talk about the history of Digital Watches. A player who's played this character for probably longer than a lot of people have been alive who are watching this.
Yeah, some people have not played Guilty Gear as long as DW's played this character specifically.
That's definitely true.
Yeah.
But that could be true for a lot of people.
Yeah, it is. Definitely one of the older players in our community in general. Yeah. But they're very storied in the sense that very few players played this character at this level at all ever.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there was time where they were probably one of the most dominant players of the game.
Yes, absolutely.
And, you know, they're contended to win this the whole tournament.
Absolutely, absolutely. Pretty consistently has made top 8. I'd have to go back into the history books to say whether they missed a top 8, but I don't think they have, to be honest.
Ooh, yeah, really good usage of 2K there. That low profile. It's got the speed to contest with Milia. Like, kind of messes up her jump into. Yeah. This will do it. No. Wow. No.
No, you deserve this.
That's the commentator's curse.
Yeah.
Okay. I had maximum confidence that was going to work out.
Tried to do something funny, and then it didn't work out. What can you do?
I do respect it, though. I would also go out on my own terms.
Nice backdash, getting out of the disc setup, and finding once again the knockdown. Good block, and got reversal thrown.
And that could be a reset. I don't know. Could be a combo. You have to FD those. So
you do have to FD those.
That one did look like a character reset, but harassing with the overhead, and you teched into that. That's kind of on you if you don't FD.
Axel is tends to be one of the that was movement.
Great acrobatics.
Axel tends to be like a weird character in the sense that he kind of wants you to be in the air when he combos you.
Yeah.
He gets like all this damage while you're in the air. He gets good knockdowns while he's on the ground, and then he gets good damage while you're in the air.
That's a classic Arc System Works kind of design space.
Yeah.
Where some characters have more attackable time on their moves versus headstun on the ground. And so a character like Axel that can link together moves if you're airborne, but not if you're on the ground. And then, like, a lot of characters are designed around, like, if you're like in other games.
Yeah.
If you're standing or crouching, you can't launch them, for example.
Yeah.
So then, you can't get additional damage.
Very Arc-sysism, especially for the older games, right? And for better or for worse, they tend to keep those the tendencies of character design without no matter what game they play. We see, like, even in the modern games like Grand Blue, we see some sort of, like, transplants of older characters, older buttons, or older styles tend to get revamped and then reintroduced into newer games.
Yeah, additional hit stun for crouchers is in Grand Blue, so
Yeah.
that is the case. I mean, there is some stuff like that in Street Fighter even, but there's a lot of moves in Street Fighter that like force standing, which is a little bit counterintuitive. But anyway, so we've got Potemkin versus Team Opera Soul. That's a great name.
Yeah, that's a very good one. So we got Fu. Fu's also one of the people who just consistently makes top 8 at this tournament on this character nonetheless. This is the only version of Pot he plays still, because this is probably the Pot that has the most agency outside of like AC Pot. And that character was broken, so maybe that doesn't count.
Yeah, I mean, he's not really a grappler. He's more of a big body in this game.
Yeah. He's just like, this version of this character is so well designed in my opinion. Like, he's just so nice to play. Like, he has bad matchups, but he still feels like he has all the tools.
Dragon in the stall.
Ah, wonderful.
There's literally no risk to that. You gain immense aura for Potemkin busting right there.
All right. Didn't catch the legs. Nice block on the cross-up as well. Ooh. That is one of the scarier things about the character in this version of the game, and lost that in every other version. The counter hit jump pass.
Yeah, I like the wake up throw.
Ooh!
Swaggy with it. Missed the. I guess like that would have been a forward dash. And that's a Potemkin buster.
Yep.
Are you dead? No.
Plus. Pretty much anything will do it now.
Yeah, I thought they would maybe with meter they would have done something, but
yeah,
it's okay. We'll take having full meter for defense. That's fine.
Nice RC, keeping himself safe, and the Judge Gauntlet. That's definitely a Fuism. Not a lot of other Pop players use it as often as he does.
It's not very good. But
it's not very good.
But it works. It works sometimes. I mean, it works enough. How about that?
Yeah, it works. It has its use, right?
That's kind of how I feel about, like, in some games, there's, like, a move with armor that some people reuse a lot, and it just works for them. It just works for their defensive style. Heat Knuckle? No. Gold Burst.
Just trying to get out. Regular
nice
throw.
Wake-up throw, yeah.
Gets the FRC point as well. No autocorrect.
You know, if I got a nickel every time that Team Opera Soul wake up supered and got hit by Potemkin Buster, I'd have 2 nickels, but that's really weird that happened twice.
A little too far for the knockdown.
Oh, what a flick. Yeah, not enough armor for that.
Yep.
No! Missed the combo off of Ground Viper? Grand Viper? This could be bad. Ooh. Hit OTG, so they're still alive.
Yeah.
Knockdown, OTG. Got counter hit by Jump S again. I'm not sure what they're trying there.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just like maybe a lack of respect for the jump in. It is extremely strong.
Maybe they're just trying to kick it.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I mean, reaction 5K is like one of those things you have to you ingrain yourself as a Soul player.
Are you alive? Oh, okay, yeah, maybe that is what it is, because he just did wake up 5K right there. Has not been able to get that at all, and it's definitely cost him this round potentially. Another one? Yeah. No meter for RRC there, so that'll do it.
Try to find the opportunities, and yeah, Grand Viper has its uses for sure, especially when you're trying to break armor, but for Fu, that was a couple of easy blocks. Takes it.
Well, I mean, he got hit by it the other 2 times, so like maybe the 3rd time is just a charm.
Yeah.
Because I think it beat Hammerfall. It could beat Far S.
Yeah, I don't remember off the top of my head, but it probably beats Far S 5H, 6H. Like, it probably beats actually a lot of things that Pot has to offer.
Yeah.
But more of the issue is that, like, the odd thing about Soul is that he's a character that gets a lot of meter that doesn't actually ever need meter for his combos, you know? Like, he just does a crap ton of damage or outside of that.
Yeah.
So it's like the meter usage is now for everything else.
Yeah, and I think they had landed the hit previously.
Yeah.
So like if they just finished their plate for that particular like the previous Ground Viper, that would have been fine. But oh well.
Yeah, it's tough stuff. A lot of these people, especially because like if you're playing in this game, you're playing against people who either play this game a ton or have played this game for a really long time. So it's you're playing against people who have like a lot of that innate knowledge built into them.
Yeah, a lot of Souls have played like that through history, so
yeah,
a lot of experience with it.
Okay, we have Daydream versus Paracles. I wonder what he's going to do with it, if it's just going to be the Soul, which is what Paracles normally goes to in this game. Yep. Going to play against the Eddie. Very unique. Character that has seen better days.
Very fun character, but
yeah, I think he's very cool in this version, and on top of which he has some gnarly stuff that you can work with. It's just a little harder to enact his game plan. That's really about it.
Yeah, I do think he's still pretty competitive against like all the not super top tier characters, but I mean, he can still lock people down for quite some time.
Yeah, good skills, nice DP after the Mawaru.
Oh, you're probably dead. Never mind.
Could have been. Was very close. One more
Navier
time.
is so fast.
Yeah.
Just watching it again, it's like it's so fast. Oh no.
Wait a minute.
Greedy ID. Yeah. Ah.
Oh. Yeah, just missing these combos and ran into the Shadow Gallery. But had moments, right? You hit a couple of those combos, you get knockdowns, like it's a different story.
Had full meter, Riot Stamp. Burst early from Daydream.
Yeah, now we're trying to wait for Eddie, or sorry, Shadow, before we get started. One of the...
oh, it's airborne, no!
Yeah. Get the combo this time, very nice.
Honestly?
Nice. Nice.
Could get pretty
three.
close. I was like, if they can get to 50 meter, they might have been able to kill with the Fafnir into the follow-up. Okay, kills Eddie. Has 50 meters, so you know what's going to happen. Soul's going to do Soul things.
Yeah.
See. Nice Bandit Revolver, good choice. Does it again, out of range. Does it a third time.
Yeah, kind of just mental stacking them right now, just kind of pushing the envelope.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Right step. I guess that was K. Counter hit gets... Air combo into me getting air throws. Questionable.
I mean, you know, we're kind of getting away with it right now, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, my comment questionable is for Daydream, not punishing.
Just mentioned, by the way, also that Paracles did RC Grand Viper earlier this time. So technically speaking, if you wait until the very last hit to RC Grand Viper, you can throw between the second to last hit.
I don't need head meter though.
So it's one of those things where it's like kind of like a pseudo knowledge check.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're Eddie, I think you just go for it. You just like, well.
Paracles took the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6P round start. Gun flame.
Nice reversal throw, an opportunity, and using Vice as well, the old Mawaru.
Yeah. It looks cooler. Well, I mean, it's debatable.
It's pretty unique in the sense that, like, you know, AC Mawaru gave him the ability to do like all of the corner stuff wherever.
Yeah.
So it ended up being pretty impressive. But like when you're in the corner, I guess it's both. They're kind of the old Mawaru slightly better, I guess.
Depends how much you like power tools, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh, good side switch. That right side in the corner, though, so fast. Ooh. OTG.
Yeah. Kind of an unfortunate opportunity because that was your moment to get started once again, but OTG didn't.
Yeah, a little too early. Not that I ever feel safe against Soul. Like, you know, me oppressing Soul. It's a little scary.
Yeah.
Nice. Spending revolver. Hits crouching. Spends the meter.
Does follow-up. Takes a lot of damage. Good knockdown as well. Daydream does pretty well to get out of the corner, but gets chased down by another Riot Stomp.
Ooh, that gunflame follows.
All right, last chance.
Cool. You still do it. Unless you get hit by a gunflame.
Yeah. Tough stuff.
It happens.
Yeah. So Paracles is taking it. Yeah, you know what you did.
I mean, every Soul player plays a specific way. Let's be real.
The thing I like about Paracles is that he's very in tune with learning what you're bad at pretty quickly. Because, like, when I play him and I shut some of this stuff down early on, like, he will then go to a different game plan, which is, like, a hallmark of a good tournament player.
Right.
Right. Like, and he is one of the better players out of Oregon, like, in both Plus R and Exert.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I do think that is a pretty important skill depending on the character you play. Soul is a character who you know, they have to play the game against their opponents.
Right.
So I think it's good to know. Like, do I think they're going to jump? Then if I do, I'm going to use this move kind of thing.
There's definitely, like, this is maybe a bit reductive, but, like, there's, like, a subsection of the characters where they get to play their own game almost no matter what. It's like you either play your game or you lose. And then there's another section of characters where, like, they have to play the opponent constantly, but they have the tools to do it.
Right.
Like Soul, Kai, like Axel, like, these are characters that have, like, they kind of have to play around what the opponent has to do, but they have the tools to do it.
Yeah. So we got a winner of the 2 games we saw earlier. Ryan versus Digital Watches.
Yeah. Oh.
Ah.
Early Roshosan, I'm kind of interested. I mean, I imagine there's a possibility that these two have played, like, in net play and stuff before, because, like, I definitely see Orion on net play a lot.
Right.
So we'll see.
Nice air throw. Gunblaze. Yeah, did not block that over, but it's so fast. Nice anti-air. Spence meter. Ah, missed the down bomber into throw. Okay.
It was always mix. It was always mix. Just needs one more hit. Orion gets their own throw in the corner.
Goes under it. Beats out the reversal by going under. He's got a chance here. Did not quite bait that.
You don't see that super all that often anyway, so.
I feel like I see it all the time.
Really?
If you played Axel, yeah.
I guess if you play against an Axel, yeah.
I feel like Axels don't. Okay, no disrespect, because I think most people don't block. But I think most Axels who wake up, they'll eventually wake up with super at least once.
It's very funny because Axel has like 90,000 tools, but none of them cover like more than one thing.
Yeah.
Like 2K low profile, parry, DP. They have all of these tools that like allow you to get around things, but they don't cover more than one option.
Ah, wow. Very gutsy, gets hit by the overhead. Is that a combo? Maybe it was meaty enough. Just with parry. Yeah, just a meaty will do it.
You can even consider like the teleport behind Rie as kind of like a defensive mechanic, right? Like get out of corner tool.
Yeah, there's very few options that in Guilty Gear especially that beat every type of thing that Axel can do. So as long as Axel guesses right, you know.
So yeah, I mean, you know, there's like kind of 2 styles, right? You can constantly use those defensive options, trying to throw your opponent into doing something else, or you can kind of down back and wait for your moment.
An air reset there? Maybe it was intentional. Counter hit. Ah, bad burst.
Yeah, really unfortunate here in the corner versus Axel as well.
Too. This could stun, maybe. No, not quite. Good overhead. Those overheads are hit very often, so.
Yep, 2H, one of the faster overheads. It's also a normal for an overhead, which is pretty damn unique in Guilty Gear.
Just a regular, well, I guess a non-6 normal.
Like,
yeah.
that's not a 5D, I mean.
Yeah. The classic, the full screen mini combo. ZK is such a thorn in Ortisal's side. Wake up, what is that, Blockhead Buster? Forgot the name of it.
Yeah, the fireball? Yeah.
Good block.
Very nice block. And good combo. Gets you out of the corner. A couple of charge.
Another one, yeah. That was quite good. Nice. Works around that parry. Gunblaze, double Gunblaze.
There you go. Very nice.
Very nice. Orion's warm now.
Orion backing up outside of the Rensen range, inviting Digital Watches to run in, and then snipes them before they can get anything going.
Very aggressive now from Digital Watches.
Nice.
Fakes the unblockable. Okay, but air dashes out to Orion.
Yeah.
Nice anti-air. And yeah, we actually pick up the combo this time. Orion's warming up. I feel it. No, another bad burst. That's tough.
Wait a minute.
Oh, maybe. Get back to 25 meter, can do it again. No, gets baited out by the fake unblockable. That'll do it. The fake unblockable is extremely devious when the opponent has a very low meter, because they're going to jump out and then jump into, like, have to use FD to beat it.
It's very hard because the answer to it is usually IED forward, but the thing is that you have to react IED forward in time.
Yeah, you have to react to the initial animation to beat both versions. Which is great that it beats both versions, but you got to be awake.
Yeah, you have to be super prepped for it. And you have to have the right button ready. You have to have the right spacing. If you're like a little too close and they do a Shosen fake and then they try to anti-air you, you press the wrong button, you might go past them.
Yeah.
So it can, or if they do that and they do 2K low profile around the button, like that could be kind of frustrating as well. So it's definitely not trivial, but at the same time, Digital Watches was doing pretty well to throw some of the weirder stuff towards them, like H-Rai, the falling disc move, right? That's a move that doesn't get a lot of use.
That's a really pivotal part of the match because getting hit by it into RSC was what forced Orion to burst, and then that bad burst is probably what resulted in the result of that match. So I would say that, like, you know, if the opponent doesn't move you don't really know about, and like you know they're just gonna RC it anyway.
Yeah.
It's tough because like I feel like you should probably just try to be more passive in that situation, but.
Yeah,
like because you can jump backwards, and if you jump backwards, you can block every direction. So
jump back FD usually solves a lot of problems.
Yeah, like the off-screen things at least.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna say it's easy, especially in the moment, but
yeah, of course, it's one of those things where like my opponent does like a really weird move, and like that move is not quite as bad as like the version that Dudley had in Double Impact, where he was like minus 880 on hit or something. But you know. That was so funny. They should bring it back.
Bring back moves that suck.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm a big fan of moves that suck. It's like one of the things I enjoy about like games like Tekken, where you have like 80 moves, is that you can make 20 of them be bad. But like, who cares, man? Like it's fun to have bad moves.
Sometimes, yeah, depends. Like I think it sucks if they add a bad move to your character on purpose. Like when they gave Wolverine Swiss cheese. In Ultimate. That was crazy. That's like the funniest thing I've ever seen. But Johnny Milia.
Okay.
I think in early AC, this is probably one of the most played matchups because so many people play Johnny.
Yeah. Both Johnny and Milia were popular characters in that time as well. And probably still, all things considered, relatively popular to the cast.
Which is interesting because I think Johnny is much better in this game compared to AC, but he's much less popular.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Strange times. He is kind of hard to play.
Yeah, he's quite hard to play. Some would consider rather honest.
I'm sure.
Some.
I guess we're guilty here.
Yeah.
Good
For
block.
this game?
Ooh,
Yeah.
been playing Milia blocker.
Ooh, very nice block again.
Yeah, 2H RC. I like the awareness to RC that right away.
Trying to create that space, gets a knockdown in the corner.
Okay. Use the pin.
Oof, very nice. Didn't get the full combo. Pins behind them. Thankfully, in this game, Milia doesn't need it as much as other ones, but
yeah,
definitely is nice.
She can do her full conversion without it in this game. She has other resources, that's why.
Yeah. Gets the combo, takes advantage of it. We're finally out.
Okay, low hit here. Roll. Yeah, coin level 2.
Yeah, that's a sweet spot for Johnny in this game. Kind of don't want level 3 too often. Level 2 is usually the good coin for damage middle point.
Ooh,
Nice conversion. That was sick.
Nah.
One more. Yeah, a little too hasty on the burst there. Wanted to get some offense going. I understand it, but that is going to be the first one going to Peter.
I respect it. Never die with burst. Okay.
Yeah.
The bad moon. I like the early bad moon there. Very gutsy. Like, it's not much reward for it at all, but it lets him know who's boss. I know you can't actually block this. And then you go with the slow overhead and they block it. So I guess you got to stick with the bad moon.
Oh my god.
Nice convert.
Nice conversion! Woo!
Unblockable.
That was gross. That was gross. One more time.
Not quite. A nice anti-air.
Yeah, 2HRC.
Yeah, very quick trigger with that, which I appreciate. But maybe you should have held it.
Maybe, for sure.
I don't even know if Peter reacted. Nice throw.
Nice. Yeah, get the Inkasu.
Okay.
tried to probably look for a reversal option that time, like a winger or something. Didn't
Yeah.
want to press a button into it.
They did have a lot of meters, so. Air car RC spends the FD. Fastball RC.
Nice. DA's out. And Divine Blade closing it out.
Nice. FD.
Ooh.
Yeah, really good FD under the coin there.
Very nice conversion as well. I did not recognize that 2P was in the air to start.
Ooh, block that somehow. That gets hit by that, man.
Nice. We're starting to pull out like the extra dirty stuff now because for the most part, Peter's defense has been pretty damn good.
It has been, but he has not blocked a single badminton since the first one. So I had like high hopes
Yeah.
initially, but it was Fugazi. All the coins. Just do it. Yeah, oh, that's what you got.
No.
Farm a little aura so you can win next round.
Yeah. That's fine. They say to throw money at the problem. It usually works out.
Well, I guess it's like don't die with burst, but don't die with any coins either.
Yeah, that's true.
This is the jump D. Nice challenge.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Iron Savior as like a whiff punish.
That move is pretty fast. Ooh, gold burst.
All right. I'm a fan.
Got a lot of meter now.
Oh my god, yeah, pretty tense moments. Once again, I mean, even if it's to like stabilize the moment to HRC kind of giving you that moment of respite, but oh, finds a hit, conversion, very nice with the meter. Doesn't get all of it, but we're in a good spot.
6H. Not much meter here, but nice. The 2D backs off here. Kind of dominate neutral with the movement, but good hit from Peter. Small whiff punish. Pin is out. Spends the FD, but
Oh my god.
favorable trade for knock that 2H on wake up. That'll do it.
Very nice closeout. Got tense towards the end for Peter, but was able to take it towards the end. Yeah, 2HRC, you might think that's a little bit weird, but for Johnny in this game, you can almost call it his DP. It is an extremely fast normal and kind of his go-to sort of Abare mash button when he has meter.
Yeah, super fast in this game.
Yeah,
It's
5
super
frames.
fast, yeah. So it's like a faster jab, very low profile.
Faster jab that has like heavy button priority with like, you know, increased levels, bigger hitbox, et cetera, et cetera. So it has those benefits for sure. But good stuff. Burrito, I think, like was finding their way into it. It might have been a different story if we had like one more game, because it felt like game one was like very much feeling their way into it, and game two was like a whole different story.
Yeah, there was like one conversion where they didn't get quite as like the maximum thing out of it. That was probably it. I would say like the turning point right there.
Everything else was really good. I like the layering of the mix-ups as well. Like they definitely added more and more as they're going along. Benefit to this game character too is that she has like so much crazy shit that you don't even have to mix up the same way more than once in a first to two.
Yeah, that's the thing though. I think what is about that character is mix-up is so good that like characters don't bother like looking and reacting. It's better to kind of just guess.
Oh, 100%.
And then like guess and like go for something that's like, okay, well, I could block high, or I could do this thing that beats the high option.
Right.
And if I fail, I still take the same amount of damage anyway, type thing. Like especially towards the second layer of the mix-up. That's kind of what you want to do. Yeah. And speaking of what you want to do, we're going to check out some of our sponsors.
Yeah, so we have Change Shift 2026 happening once again in La Mirada, California. I'll hopefully be there. The last one was the inaugural, and it was fantastic. What I love about this tournament is that it's very much like Slashback in the sense of we got people to show up to play a tournament that has only games that they love, and that's what I really like about it. So if you want to join a tournament and made by passionate people, check it out. It's going to be in La Mirada, California. Early registration ends at the end of Slashback.
Yeah, really good opportunity to get some like pre-Evo practice too. Evo's like the week after, I believe. So definitely come show your
Something
stuff.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, come show your stuff and then drive 4 hours to Evo. You got a whole week to drive there.
That's what happened last year. We had a lot of the Korean and Japanese players show up to and the Pakistani players show up to this tournament because it was a challenger event, and you know they kind of just stayed for Evo and this, and
Yeah,
it was like a
exactly.
baller Tekken 8 tournament.
Yeah, heck yeah. And of course, the FGC Traveling Circus, you know, big supporter of events, all FGC related. They, you know, do a lot of great work that, you know, oftentimes goes unrewarded, right? They pretty much go everywhere, big fighting game hype, while, you know, helping out in a lot of communities that are local to here. So they do serve communities like, I'm going to get killed, I'm going to be put to death for saying it this way, but Salinas, Reading, Oakland, and more. I at least can pronounce those. So it's your one-stop shop for all tournament needs, including hardware, commentating, streaming, tournament organizing, consultation, and much, much more, and constantly trying, you know, to push it further beyond.
And one of the best ways, if you're not here, or if you are even here, one of the best ways to support the tournament, if you like these sorts of things happening, is purchasing some merch. The proceeds will definitely go back to the tournament and the people who make it happen. So check it out. You have up until the 21st to get 15% off.
15% off.
Did I say 50?
You did.
15?
It's okay. I own one Slashback shirt from every year, so I'm probably getting a Volume 4 one as well. As the J-Rock adjacent, Visual K adjacent event, you should definitely pick up my personal choices, the one on the bottom right there. But, you know, I will not. I think all of them are quite sleek, so do check them out. Slashback.info.
Yeah.
/shop.
It's one of the things I appreciate about Slashback is like, in a lot of tournaments nowadays, is that they're like tournaments with a vision,
Yeah,
rather than just being like an event, which I don't hate, by the way. Like, you know, the first and most important thing about an event is for people to gather and play video games together.
Yeah, of course.
But things like Slashback, like DIY, like Chain Shift, these are all like, they're tournaments with vision and purpose, and they have an idea of what they want to do and how they want to represent the scene. Frosty is the same way, obviously. It turned into something massive, but, you know, it started as something like these other events that I'm talking about.
Absolutely. Because I do think that, like, fighting games are a medium of, like, personal expression, I would say.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I think it kind of plays into the idea that, like, you can express yourself through the events you go to as well, and the events that you attend or put on. So,
No way.
you know, this is like when ACPR first came out in tournaments. Like this was like grand finals for like a lot of tournaments. The 10th game was so good. But you know, we're playing ACPR like 1.1, so that's not quite the what it is anymore.
So we got Fu versus
What a
Smiles.
backdash!
This is definitely one of those weird matchups where it's like they're both kind of annoyed that each other exists.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, the pot player is also happy that the pot player can't immediately aggress on them.
Yeah, they can't rush each other down.
Yeah. So all right, nice reversal throw from Smiles back into the corner. Hit him with the classic backdash pop buster.
I think this is this is not a classic grappler matchup. It's more of like a classic big body matchup.
Nice, a little too far for the 2K. Tried to Gatling for that knockdown. Smiles once again finds it. Overhead.
Good jump. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, there's some footsies happening. This is sick.
Going for flick in a matchup where your opponent has no projectiles is crazy.
Oh, all right.
We have things happening.
75% I win the interaction no matter what.
Ooh. Taking a buster. You love seeing a Potemkin buster hit for 5% to kill.
Yeah. The least damaging Potemkin buster you'll see.
Good punish. That is unsafe without meter.
Yeah, gets a lot out of it. Smiles doubles up on the second one. Try to get one more. Mashes on this one. Nice timing with the 5P. Double jump, gets the cross up. I think Fu looking for burst there or something like that. Gatling in a pretty interesting way. Yeah, RC6K gets the knockdown.
Oh, 2H.
Yeah, no counter hit.
Oh,
that was kind of sick. That was hype.
Potemkin buster is throw invincible, so.
Yeah.
Nice hammerfall.
Go. Smile's the one with meter, though.
Ooh.
See what he wants to do
Tries
with
to
it.
air throw, loses.
Counter hit, just going to let him rock on this one. And
yeah.
everything that could possibly happen with nearly 100 meter, it still goes down to a meaty 5K.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as toxic back when you had that Gigantor loop.
It's true.
So this is some real footsies.
Yeah, we're definitely, like, space awareness is, like, a really difficult tool here when you don't have a lot of movement yourself and you have, like, 3/4 screen normals.
It really feels like a Street Fighter matchup because you can't, like, dash.
Yeah.
Potemkin Buster. Potemkin gets Potemkin Bustered.
All right, my turn. Backdash on the meaty 2K.
Nice.
RC's it, yeah, to get the combo.
Very unlikely to counter hit Potemkin on a jumping with 2H, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen like the 2H jump D interaction.
Because I don't think that, like,
Oh!
I think it'll flash.
Looking for the burst! A little bit of burst thirst, but still able to close it out.
I feel like when you have the advantage in this matchup, it's actually huge.
Oh, yeah.
You get, like, a real meaty. Classic reset into Buster.
Yep. Keeps it
into,
meaty, yeah.
Tick into Buster. Now, I think it takes, like, 4 Potemkin Busters to kill Potemkin. Nice. Yeah, good spacing. Still one more chance. Wake up Potemkin Buster. Okay. No, not. Try to jump that. Yeah. I think he was baiting a Potemkin Buster, maybe. Who could say?
They're definitely getting into the weeds on this one because they're both just mashing on each other's wake up at this point.
He's won a lot, though, round start interactions, though. Jump D into back Mega Fist? I forgot already. No, jump D.
It's been tough, though, because they've both been mashing and throwing on their wake-ups, but Smile's also been introducing backdash a lot. Oh, my God.
The backdash has so much invincibility. It's really hard to punish.
Yep.
No, the hammerfall. Tick has metered. Doesn't spend it. One more. Yeah.
No
Burst save.
punish.
Nice jump D.
Oh, the trade! Trying to get in!
Has metered. Hammerfall. He's got burst, but he could also, like, fumble it. Wake up Heavenly. Tries to air throw it.
Gets out at least. I mean, that is something. Oh, a slide head hits. That's
Counter
the first
hit.
one.
Good backdash. It's anyone's game, honestly.
Gets another one. Tried to catch the backdash.
Oh,
Tried to punish with Mega Fist.
He missed the hammerfall break. That's huge. Hammerfall break. Mega Fist. RC's it. Blocks
Nice
the overhead.
block.
Doesn't block the low. It's a meaty. Still one more.
There's no way. You gotta be kidding
A
me.
huge sigh of relief from Fu. He's like, oh my God, my meaty hit him 3 times in a row.
Insane clutch.
Woo.
That was an insane level of clutch from Fu. Tying it up.
No, the punch does not punish the backdash. It's really hard to do that. It works, but it's just really hard. Potemkin Buster number 2. Nice. Ooh, Gold Burst. I like that.
Yeah. Potential for a really scary offense here.
Nice. FRC. Hammerfall. They both hammerfall.
Did they both armor each other?
Yeah. And then but one Fu RC'd though.
Yeah, so then he interacted first. Oi.
Still alive, yeah.
Yeah, one more. Yeah.
Again, that was like the 3rd or 4th Potemkin Buster.
That was the 4th Potemkin Buster of that round.
Yeah,
that was
Potemkin
crazy.
Buster, again, Potemkin Buster for 2% of your health is pretty crazy, but it is throw invincible, so.
This time, Fu starting off strong. Looking for the throw themselves.
Nice, whip punish, but too late.
Nice.
Yeah, reset. That'll kill. Oh, no, it's not.
OTG,
Okay,
yeah.
never mind.
Or didn't even need it.
That's right,
got the real combo.
Against Potemkin, it's the real combo.
I think he can get, we haven't seen it, but I think he can get the real combo in mid-screen. Maybe not, actually.
Might be Faust.
It might be. It might be not him. There's a certain, like, 3 or 4 characters that can do it.
Floaty, but big characters.
Yeah.
Slight meat invention, life event for Fu.
Nice.
Hammerfall in. Wake up Gigantor. Okay. It's the first one we've seen. Jumps out of it. Nice cross-up is what I'm going to call this.
Oh, the trade with Gigantor didn't get the combo off of it.
Yeah,
that was going to be really big to possibly threaten stun.
Hammerfall, anti-air, baits with the Buster, gets a Buster to kill.
Yeah.
Good, yeah, good set.
Very good set.
Insane set. That was so good.
on the back of an absolutely insane clutch game 2 from Fu, where he had a pixel of health and just made a great set of reads, using his meter efficient, or being really meter efficient. And honestly, just kind of the stress of the moment, catching smiles a little bit, like uncharacteristically got caught with a couple of slide heads. He didn't even get caught with in game 3. It was just kind of the moment was just really tense.
Yeah, that was clutch for sure. I mean, I will say that like Potemkin's meaty, it could be one of the easiest in the game to do.
Absolutely.
It's super duper active, but you know, you got to have the guts to put it out there sometimes, because Potemkin's backdash is really strong.
Yeah.
And like that may have just been what happened. Like Smiles might have just missed their backdash like 3 times in a row and died. But you know, that's just what happens sometimes. You still got to execute in this game where there's no shortcut for backdash. You just got to be able to do it.
The first 2 games, I think one of the key differences was that the first 2 games, Smiles was getting the sort of 3 big decisions where he was either mashing, throwing with Pot Buster on Wake Up, or backdashing. And those are all extremely strong for Pot. But in game 3, we started introducing a lot more 6Ks, which were catching, or sorry, 6Hs, which were catching backdashes. And that was potentially deterring him from trying to get away. And then a couple more Pot Busters hit because of that.
Yeah, a lot of mileage out of Fu trying to meaty with 5P and then like it lose. Like you can time 5P to beat that, like a backdash.
Right.
But Fu was not hitting it, which is why he kept getting Potemkin Bust in the situation.
Yeah, which is very odd, right? Because the idea is that like 5P is so fast that you can sort of like use it and then confirm whether it blocks or not. But he was
it's only
also whiff-galling it.
Yeah, it's only vulnerable for a couple frames.
Yeah.
Before Potemkin can do something again, so it's very strong.
So overall, however, for pools, we definitely got a treat out of that one. That was a great set.
We got another match. Looks like they're trying to figure out headphones, maybe? Input, maybe?
They're touching HDMI cables. Makes me think that something happened with the setup. So we have, once again, like 5 people crowding around this IT stream.
Yeah.
IT stream would kind of go crazy, honestly.
Well, it depends. Like, is it like, am I calling someone to like ask them to turn the computer on and off again, or is it like?
No. I'm like talking like office IT worker, like just has like a GoPro or something, and he like just works on.
No, he's just gonna be calling people like, hey, can I remote access your computer so I can like make sure you didn't like download a bunch of spyware?
I do have a friend in IT who gives me very funny stories.
I've had like a horror story with IT. Like I plugged in I do a lot of web development, so I brought my home computer one time, and I plugged it in, and then to like test some shit, right? And then the IT guy came over and was like, "Hey man, you gotta go home and like nuke your laptop because I think you have like something going on in there." I'm like, okay. I don't know if that was like a false. It could be a false positive.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna do it because I'm not joking around.
Right.
It's possible. So like, this is kind of getting in the weeds, but like, there's what's called a supply chain attack now, where like, if you have a program that has a dependency, they replace your dependency with like some malicious program part. So then when you run the program that you think is safe, you're running a dependency that's like unsafe. So then it's like, that's the supply chain thing. And like that happened to like a really common tool called Notepad++.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember that actually. Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, did I download Notepad++ in that window? I don't know. So either way, I just nuked my computer. I'm like, no big deal.
Anyway, let's get into this one once again. Thank you for hearing IT talks. We got another one for you. Slash Gordon versus Paracles back up on the stage here, playing an Eno, relatively unique character in this game. Not very high on the pick rates.
Very difficult character.
Yeah.
For one. She has roots in like, because she used to be the boss of this game, like the final boss.
Yeah.
I think that there's some roots there. And this is pretty much all Paracles this round.
Yeah, trying to find the moment. Hit it, dive RC, didn't get the full brunt of it, though. Paracles with a lot of meter. This is not exert. You cannot whiff cancel that.
Ooh, okay. Some unique movement here. Tries to reset.
Yeah, tried to go for an air throw reset. Pretty classic. Paracles ready for it.
2D going under a normal. Very soul-like.
Missed the combo off of stroke. Unfortunate. A little too high for that dive. Didn't get much out of it or was trying to bait burst nonetheless. Gets away with it pretty scot-free.
Okay, Gunflame. This Gunflame delivery is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just covering the space really, really well with those gun flames.
Yeah,
and
really preventing Ino from standing on the floor, which is hard because she doesn't have a ground dash.
yeah.
Good anti-air, though.
Missed the combo.
Yeah, double
Getting
overhead.
knocked down. Oh, tried to reset with stroke instead.
Okay. Got the meter out. Okay. Air to air. Good anti-air there. Forces Paracles to block in the corner.
Just trying to keep that space going.
Yeah, really close here. Yeah, bad dive. Burst comes out safely, though. Jumps in, burst back.
Tense moments for both players. Who,
Jump H gets anti-aired. Too far from the corner, maybe?
yeah, just trying to get not too much out of the force break dive, the cross under or the crossover after.
Yeah, the
It gets-
random jump H's are very scary.
Yeah, they're just incredibly difficult to deal with, right? Zero recovery normal in the air.
It's very hard to air throw, too, because of the shape.
Yeah, because it is an incredible hitbox. So yeah, just a couple of cleanup, and I was actually going to ask for more HCLs because Paracles is just kind of sitting at half screen, throwing out like preemptive gun flames, and
Yeah.
there is a potential to snipe those with HCLs.
You get the HCL, you can, especially if your opponent's trying to leave Gunflame out, you can definitely tag them. But it requires you to be earlier. So nice air to air. No shortage of that this round.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go, gets a knockdown.
Nice, beats the riot stamp too.
Yeah, that's just a little bit unfortunate in terms of what Riot Stamp can do. Immediately goes into the air, so very tough to lock people down with Note in that case.
Okay, beats a Gunflame with that.
Force break dive, just trying to create some weird movement
FP
there.
Note. I think there's a possibility for a little extension there, but maybe went for the burst bait. Air to air yet again. Note. Tags the ground Viper.
Yeah. Not enough respect from Paracles there because Slash Gordon's pretty much sent Note downwards almost every single time. So he
But
just has
Riot
to be
Stamp
ready
beat
for
it.
it. Yeah, exactly. That's why he's doing the Riot Stamp, because Riot Stamp clears Note when
What
it's
a DP.
put all the way to the floor. Which, I mean, Slash Gordon should be, in retaliation, putting that Note a little bit higher up so that doesn't happen as easy.
Good trade. Ooh. Yeah. Into the corner. Yeah, it just backs off.
Nice.
Yeah, HCL. I mean, whatever gets you the right spot.
Yeah. I mean, you know, being tricky with your movement's definitely a key part of playing Eno.
Yeah, I mean, take the bus, take an Uber, take an FB. Sidewind to lose. Didn't get the clean hit there. Woo! Got a lot of mileage out of the move.
Yeah, it just goes for the
Nice,
knockdown.
speedy,
and
yeah. The far S to beat Riot Stamp.
Very
Awesome.
smart.
Yeah,
Very smart.
That's like max damage.
Yeah. Faris, good starter as well.
Forced airborne too there because they're already Riot Stamping, so kind of did have the job for you. Ooh, what a bait! But
Yeah.
the follow-up makes the punishment a little not as bad.
Yeah. Good to get anything, right? And especially sometimes it can be weird at the moment, whether they do SDP, HDP, whether they do the follow-up or not.
Yeah, going for a double far S. Not playing any games against Riot Stamp today. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
There we go.
Big loop note.
Woo!
That almost worked, but not quite. The dead angle ended, the invincible ended up being quite positive. Bandit robber loop into the corner. DP, not a counter hit, so out of there.
Nice. But that time, awareness from Slash Gordon recognized he had enough time to get around it, even if he did Riot Stomp.
Yeah, it's pretty sick of the Riot Stomp, feels like. But I think they've really settled into a good game plan, though, to beat a lot of these moves.
Yeah.
Air to air.
But I feel like once you get into that point, especially at like, game 3, it can be quite scary because you need to come up with that adjustment immediately if you're Paracles.
Ooh, Bandit Bringer, but too far away. Spins the meter. DP anti-air, DP anti-air. Not a lot of damage, but creating that wall. 2D disrespected, air dash, punish the back dash, but...
Yeah, force break Fafnir, probably.
Yeah. Didn't have meter for the fall, but we'll take the damage into... Wild throw?
Yep.
Is that what it's called? That's what it is called.
Yep. Gets the throw. Last round.
Ooh, okay, we'll take that trade. Runs under the HCL.
Nice.
Clean hit. Ah!
Yeah.
Big drop. Gunflame works, though.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how difficult the combo is for Soul on Eno, because there's not that many Enos. I don't see this matchup often.
I think she's generally a lightweight character, but...
Yeah.
Nice IAD pickup here. Yeah, burst gets out there. Ooh, caught the backdash. Had the meter, too.
Yeah, I am surprised they didn't RC or at least do the force break follow-up.
Okay, last chance here. Catches the backdash. One
Might
more
have been
hit.
able to kill with OTG 6H, but...
Maybe, yeah. Well, didn't bother, because, have such a big life lead.
Yeah, and yeah, it's slightly unintuitive. You don't usually go for it all that often. You usually try to put as many hits as possible because the combo scales so much. You don't want to go for an H OTG. But nonetheless, Paracles is able to take it. Slash Gordon looking good towards the end there, and kind of another one of those games where you felt like the opponent or the player was feeling their way into it.
But yeah, good adaptation, though, is what I would say.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Where they, again, like the plan stopped working in game 2, right? But then kind of sprinkled it back in game 3 and saw a lot of success, right? Because they baited like the triple hard bait on the Riot Stamp. They blocked it. And like, okay, cool. And then on the very next note, they wake up Riot Stamp again. So
yeah,
that's what you have to do. You got to mix it up.
Paracles is also the type of player who is like very much understanding, and this is kind of Soul in general. Like Soul players tend to develop this mentality of risk reward and value on that risk reward of like, if you just hit me at the Riot Stomp, I kind of don't care. You're gonna need to full combo me and really convince me that it's not the right thing to do.
Right.
So moving on through the bracket here, looks like we got Burrito back up once again. So one of the, actually when I was mentioning before, one of the players that sort of like was feeling their way into the game afterwards, I was kind of thinking about Burrito a little bit. It was like game 2 was looking really strong on the Milia, finally getting their game plan going. So we'll see maybe with a little bit of warm, but as you mentioned before, it's a little bit early. So people are...
No, there's no excuse anymore. It's past noon.
It's past noon.
It's time to lock in. It's time to lock in.
It's past noon.
Yeah, it's past noon. Like 80% of the fail girls and fail boys have woken up now.
80%?
Yeah, 80%.
Oh, God.
20% of them are still asleep, but it's about time to get going.
All right, versus Kai, first one of the evening. So, kind of an annoying matchup for Kai. Character that kind of gets to approach you at angles that you don't necessarily want the character to approach you at, and kind of forces you into movement that you don't want to do. But obviously, a lot of the times it's a necessity.
Yeah. Kai is like, honestly, like John Guilty Gear character.
Very much so. Yeah, he has pretty much every tool. Lacks a little bit of damage outside of very specific scenarios, but can do it with the right requirements.
Yeah, it's super aggressive from Burrito, though. It's been really hard for GamingGrahampa to really be aggressive here. And the bad spacing on the... what's that move called again? The
Stun Dipper.
Stun Dipper.
Yep.
That's what it was.
There you go.
Which Stun Dipper is quite good at like low profile, but if it is misspaced, it doesn't combo into itself.
Yeah. In this game, you're usually looking for it to counter hit if you're using it in an open space like that. Nice 6P.
Yeah, good anti-air. One of Millia's best starters, honestly.
Yeah. Got to reset somewhere in the middle there. Going to set up a Secret Garden.
One of 2 bubble moves in this game.
They're both busted. There you go, getting the 3H.
Yeah, so many plus frames. And, you know, he's got a really solid throw game. Vapor Thrust Loop.
Didn't get the knockdown, unfortunate.
Yeah, that's bad. Well, I mean, it could be worse, but it's pretty bad.
I would say in this matchup, it's pretty bad.
Block is what I would say if he blocked it.
It is pretty bad in this matchup. One of the few benefits that you have is that you're a character with Gatlings that can have multiple lows in them. So you're actually one of the better characters at catching Milias who want to fuzzy jump back out, which is a great tool for her defensively. Some characters have a little bit more difficulty getting out of it, where this character tends to get to do that and also get to reset pressure if they want to.
Okay, anti-air, questionable burst, but still alive.
Yeah, I didn't get punished for it, so you'll be happy about that. But gets the throw here.
Rolling the throw. Tail is old as time. Nice anti-air yet again. And when you get caught in no man's land as Kai, there's kind of like the tendency to want to use one of his jump-ins, but it's not really good against melee. It's very predictable.
Force break Longinus, getting the knockdown in the corner or helping the combo out. Once again with the throw.
Bet you thought I would overhead you, didn't you?
Set point. Yeah, 5P.
I swear I saw a hit on both sides. Okay. That walk out of the corner anti-air, we'd like to see that. Ooh, I think he baited
Please do that's like your best starter.
That would have been a gazillion damage.
Yeah, on Milia, dude.
I don't think he thought it was actually going to hit, is my thought. Because I think
by the time you do the DP, convince yourself that you got the combo.
Got too hyped up. Oh my god, I hit him with the jump D? That's crazy. Oh, you're dead. Never mind, you have burst.
Nice conversion, able to close it out. Burrito's able to take it 2-0.
I was going to say, like, if he had finished that combo, I really wanted to compliment him because the previous time he had done 3H, Burrito had done Slashback on the second hit, but it didn't work, right?
Yeah.
So he canceled the first hit in jump D. I'm like, that's genius. And he got the hit, too. Like, that's so smart. But he dropped the combo, so now I have to just put that away.
The idea was correct. You'd like to see the reward out of the idea, too, obviously.
Yeah, you got to finish, you know?
It's like I said, like Kai does do damage, but it's very conditional. And one of the conditions is like hitting a jump, being in the corner. And one of the other conditions is hitting jump D counter hit. And you got both of them. And you got it versus Milia. It's like you just kind of have to execute. That's part of fighting games.
Yep. I mean, don't order the hamburger if you're not going to eat it.
Yep. It's absolutely true. So, unfortunate, but we live and learn to move on. Get the next one up for you.
I got to check my bracket. Are you playing anything this weekend?
I am not.
Okay.
Every year I think about it, and every year I decide to play like dog shit in March and then convince myself not to.
I actually haven't played a fighting game since like Evo of last year. Like, not even practiced, but I think that like I have a better time making like small talk if I'm entered into a game. Because they'll be like, what are you playing? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm playing these 2 games. Plus, you know, I support, you know, but you know, I was pretty on the fence though too. I was like, I don't know if I want to enter. I've not played a fighting game in a long time.
Definitely, especially for this sort of event, right? It's really nice to. This is one of the few events we get in California.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
You get to see people, which is nice.
So we got a Testament pose. We've seen Orion a lot today, so we know what he's about. Wow, dodges both the EXE beasts. My goodness.
Just outside of range with the 2D, unfortunate, and that's going to give Sasuke the opportunity to go once again.
See, I thought the first 2D was like genius. Like, that's brilliant. I did not think he was spaced like that. Then he whipped it again. Good catch on the backdash. Well, if the 2D won't reach, there's certainly another move that will.
Nice. One of the benefits, at least for Haas in this matchup, there aren't many, but having nice hitboxes on your air normals means net clearing is pretty easy.
Yeah. Rocket Buster active, not up there though, so.
Yeah. Action charge. Trying to get started here. That net was still there.
The EXE Beast. And Storm Viper, wake up. To start your offense, I suppose. Force
Oh,
break
no.
skull. Just block it, just get it over with. Never mind.
Oh,
It worked out, yeah.
Timed it out. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Nice. Tyrant Rave.
Oh!
Oh, went out of the corner. Well,
Little
we'll take
too high.
those. We'll take the damage, though.
Got the reset afterwards. Rocket. And a little too convinced that the warrant is going to work out, so Ryan going to take the first one.
Dare I say like a 0 out of 4 warrants?
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I just think that Orion has completely sniffed out the timing.
Yeah, because, I mean, in general, Haas is pretty content on slight delaying things because, like, slight delay also mixes with throw very well in the corner.
I mean, he's only got, well, I guess he has an overhead, but he's mostly a mid guy.
He's got, you know, somewhat of a high-low game with meter. It's not great, but, you know, it is
Corner
there.
Throw. Reset. EXE Beast.
Oh, my God.
The first gun blaze.
Yep.
And of course it hits. Because you know why though? He's done wake ups. He's done like point blank Storm Viper like every other time.
Nice. Catches on the net. Just going to set up on this one.
Good air block. Yeah, it's very underrated. Like air blocking and then jumping out of a person's like that in this game is very, very powerful.
Clears nets on the way down. Finds the jump S. Tried to burst it, but the action charge kept him away.
Yeah, good meaty. No, it's still my turn. No, 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 you can't block this overhead. You're alive, right? Well.
Yeah, tried to go for reset. Slight delay tech made that harder.
That is unfortunate. Ooh, block the Gunblaze though. Net has a lot of meter to work with. Could be pretty scary if you get cursed here. Good. Oh no.
Dive, feathers. Dive. Succubus. Yep.
Yeah. In the corner.
Learn your curses, baby. It's important. Ooh, you're gonna play enough testaments.
No, it jumps into the net. That's scary. Another FP Skull, maybe? No, use the FP EXE Beast. The run-up Storm Viper. Felt a little bit of momentum there, but...
Yeah. Definitely found a moment, but couldn't quite pull it through. It's going to be Orion moving on.
Orion has played quite the gauntlet on stream
Yep.
today.
So we get Smiles back up, so
Yeah.
they're contending against.
Check that bracket since you have a little free time.
That is your PSA for the weekend, by the way. Learn your testament curses. They all have patterns, and you can tell which pattern you're on by the second one.
Yeah, my
On all of them.
Yeah, my PSA is for this tournament is, I guess, like do your laundry, because like if you're gonna watch the tournament, you're gonna have like 2-3 hours. So.
I tend to, if I'm not streaming myself, and I'm just stream monstering for the weekend, it usually ends up being a weekend of me getting stuff done, whether it's like sending a ton of emails or like getting a bunch of like chores done or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I'll like wake up in the morning and turn the stream on and like usually catch pools while I'm washing dishes and stuff like that. It's nice.
It's a vibe, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you're doing that. You're doing that with the Apple Vision Pro, right? Absolutely, you got your Apple Vision Pro on. You're watching the stream in like this corner in like real life. And
I don't know if I could do that. Honestly, like I don't know how far technology will go, but I don't know if I could ever do that.
If the Apple Vision Pro didn't cost like $1 bazillion
dollars, I would
entertain the idea.
Sure, yeah.
But-
If somebody handed me one, and I'd be like, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
But I can't convince myself to spend like what is it like $1,200?
It's a lot of money. I don't even know if it's $1,200. I think it's more than that. Ugh. I like Apple products at regular amount, but anyway.
I can have this conversation another time.
So and Hose is back, and he's still blue.
He's still blue, but a different name altogether. So, but Smiles will be back up once again. So tends to be an annoying matchup for Haas, obviously, because usually speaking, when you're a character that it's like, oh, I want to stay away from, or when you're playing Haas, when it's a character you want to stay away from, you usually have the middle ground of at least I can charge in my free time, which you don't get to do versus him because he gets a slide head.
Yeah, slide head.
And then you have to charge burst, which doesn't give you meter. You just burst.
Yeah.
So it's kind of annoying.
You think you kind of just have to
There
rush
it
him
is.
down, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for explaining what I was doing, players on the screen. I appreciate it. Smile 6 first one.
It's a matchup where you need to be really aggressive, and like the problem is that Hose's safest stuff requires meter.
Yeah.
So I think in general, like you see the best Hose players go for like super unsafe things that end up working out somehow in this matchup.
You just kind of have to like do your best to get charged where you can, and then pretty much just send it afterwards because it's so hard for you to get around his normals.
That's true, yeah. Okay, has some meter for pressure, and that's very safe if you have meter, right?
That's, I mean, cheating out the action charge after blockhead was really nice.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah,
this is
missed
the
it.
combo.
Still alive, RC into nothing, which is probably one of the scariest things you can see.
Ooh!
Alive, full meter, well, full tension, I should say.
Yeah. Nice. Good response with the plus S.
You might as well press buttons if you're winning by that much.
Yeah, absolutely. Be convinced not to press buttons. And hasn't happened just yet.
Okay, throw, reach the corner, take the knockdown. Bait, perhaps. Well, Smiles is still knocked down. Force the burst. That's kind of what we want to see, though. You gotta like just rush him down and then just don't let him out.
Oh, oi.
Yeah, try to force the issue with the IAD. Baits the Potemkin Buster. Yeah, and throw is really rewarding in the corner, right? So that's really good.
Yep. Do you have these?
Well, we almost do.
Nice. I mean, most of it.
This could be bad.
Oof.
Yeah.
Is Haas one of the characters you can get mid-screen extension off of?
I'm not sure. Well, honestly, Smiles has to be convinced that he is. I don't even know if it's true.
Right.
He had it, and you know, forced the burst. I guess we'll take that. If you win this, you're up big.
Backdash. Yeah, already jumped into the air. Jump.
Went for the slashback. Is there a bounty for slashback this weekend?
I don't know, actually. I guess I should have assumed, but
Is it a drink? I forget.
I haven't seen Vineeth just yet, so
That's
maybe.
true. Ooh.
Yeah.
Just keep doing it. He has no tension. Just keep doing it. Okay.
Oh.
Take that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, regular throw.
Yeah. IADing a little bit too far for the jump punch.
We'll take that though, because like he's been 6P'd a couple of times. Nice backdash punish, but no follow up.
Yeah, keep the aggression going here. You do have his stun a little bit higher. 6H does have that property. It is going to be hard on pot, but the aggression's what's going to help you get there.
Yeah, but honestly, you just got to try to throw him. If you're in the corner, just hit the throw. Okay, good whiff punish. Gunblaze, do I spell Gunblaze? No, he stays respectful. Pushes in the corner. Guard gauge is flashing.
Why?
He wants this throw so bad.
2H.
There it is!
Oh my god, the throw.
Counter. This is still like not enough to kill Potemkin.
Oh, what a 2P mash.
This could be bad. Okay, he's out.
Anti-air rocket. Yeah, just backs up afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, that's very frame negative if you're forced to use the burst.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel worth it trying to go for charge. Oh, counter hit. Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
Big drop. Okay, we get the meaty. Backdash gets baited but not punished. Then revolver. Yeah, that backdash is very devastating at times. We're not ready for it. Anti-air. No ender. Jumps out of the 2S. Switches sides. Overhead block.
Yep. There it is.
It's got a lot of charge. Spends it.
Doesn't go for the second loop.
Oh, no!
Oh!
Heavenly. Still alive. Gold burst. Uh-oh.
Oof.
Is that a dead angle?
Might have been. Might have been.
It's got meter.
Gigantor.
Yeah.
At least it creates the space.
DP? No, you should have. Do it again.
OTG might have killed there. Oh, my God.
Rocket.
Oh! Finds another pop buster to close out. Smile's going to take it.
Yeah, that was a Potemkin round of all time.
Happens to the best of us. Good stuff. Smiles will be moving on.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So up next, we've got the final match of this pool, which I believe is the Eno player.
Sorry?
I think it's the Eno player from the previous.
I think it's Slash Gordon versus Deeps. I actually know Deeps as a more of a uni player.
Right.
So, and I know he knows Plus R, but I've just realized that I've never seen him play Plus R.
Okay. I mean, I'm commentating with him in the 3 o'clock
24.
block.
Yeah.
So I hope he knows about Guilty Ace.
I mean, it's,
well, not for his sake, but for mine.
I believe this is like end of pools, though, right? Like, it
yeah,
seems
clearly,
like it at
yeah,
least.
Clearly. So I have my uni and BB pool at the same time next.
Jeez.
It's chill. I don't expect to make any noise.
Yeah. Maybe in BB. Who knows? When's the last time you played
I
BB?
literally last Evo.
Yeah.
If I could get like maybe 15 minutes of practice time, maybe I'll be fine.
That's real. That's real. When you haven't, you probably can get back into it and ride it like a bicycle, but
Thing is, I played CF. My character in CF, I've only played like maybe 3 to 6 months.
okay.
I played the previous version like maybe more like 3-4 years, right? So
like CP or like CF
Yeah.
1.0. Oh.
CP and CP 2.0.
Oh, okay.
And I guess like EX and like EX and CS2.
That is right.
Deeps is a soul player. Okay.
Yeah, that is right. I actually knew that. Now that I think back at it. It also makes sense for the kind of archetype player that he is, who just kind of really wants to constantly send things at you.
Okay.
And which includes his whole body. Like, it's not just like, items and stuff like that. He just wants to press on the gas pedal and make you make decisions often.
Okay. Nice air throw. I think that previous game that Slash Gordon had against a different soul player is coming in clutch here.
Yeah. I would say that Paracles is definitely another player that makes you want to do that a lot of the time. So Slash Gordon maybe having a little bit of that prep going into this one.
Okay. Good defense there. Gets the 2K. Not playing meaty. Was respectful, but the air dash.
Whoa.
Well, to walk out of the corner. Good combo here. Yeah. Didn't counter hit though.
What
What on earth?
He could have canceled. No.
I think because the cancel's so late, it's so weird,
It is hard. It is hard. I'm not gonna say it's easy, especially when you don't expect it.
Yeah. Kind of already like said your prayers at that point sometimes. Okay. I like the movement there. Very aggressive.
Yeah, closes it out with force break dive.
Okay, I think we switch stages. Yeah.
Oi.
Yeah, good counter, but didn't confirm it. Early burst, deep HVP, ride stamp from downtown gets punished.
Nice conversion. Gets started, keeps it simple. Nice again. Back has had some consistently good back dashes post far S.
Okay, nice conversion, but the revolver sends him the other way. Ooh, anti-air.
Yeah, it's been showing that 6P really well.
Oh. Struck the big tree, jumps out of it, but has the corner position, goes for the fake. DA to keep pressure. That Gunflame was too early and jumps into another 6P. Yeah, the meaty. Just a clinic here from Slash Gordon. I got all the soul prep they needed, clearly.
Yeah. Definitely maybe slightly unfortunate for Deeps who...
I mean, double elimination bracket doesn't determine who is the literal best player. It just determines who you played.
There you go. Yep.
FB note. Yeah, a lot of the FB note in this match, like this particular time. Dust. Burst quickly from Deeps, but this is tough.
Oh, not getting the combo off of it, but just sending it. Yeah, trying to find the moment. And Deeps trying to put something on block to RC and get pressure going. One more hit necessary for Slashback. Has to spend so much meter in the air, just FDing the node. And Slash Gordon going to be able to take it.
Yeah, excellent showing from Slash Gordon. Clearly applied everything he experienced in the previous game that we saw here. So great work by him, and he will be moving on to losers, looks like. Yeah,
good stuff. So nice to see some Eno rep. Character's extremely cool, just very difficult to play. Yeah, so absolutely. The people who put in the work hopefully reap the rewards.
All right, and with that, we're going to close out this block with another ad read. So take a look at our sponsors.
Yeah, so once again, if you guys are in the area or you guys see one of the games on your screen that you enjoy, check out Chain Shift 2022. It will be the second edition of the tournament. I will hopefully be there. It is going to be one of the only SoCal tournaments of the year. And it's run by people just like Slashback who are really dedicated and passionate about the games that you see on the screen, and that's why they're there in the first place. You can see that not every fighting game is there. You know, there's no Street Fighter 6 because the TOs aren't passionate about Street Fighter 6. They're passionate about Tekken and Uni. So if you like that sort of thing, if you want people to, you know, really, really support the games, and you have to support your TOs. So check it out if you are in the area.
Yeah, highly recommend it. It's the weekend before Evo, so, you know, come out, get some practice, and then move on to the next big thing, right? So check it out. Chain Shift in La Mirada. And, of course, this tournament is brought to you by the FGC Traveling Circus. You know, they go all around and do fighting game stuff that, you know, such as, like, providing equipment, you know, streaming, consultations, organizing, and, you know, pretty much everything you need to kind of run a fighting game event, right? So they serve the communities such as the areas around here, Salinas, Redding, and Oakland, and more. So do check them out. They're a one-stop shop for everything you need for a fighting game, and they are, you know, one of the reliable providers of this event.
Oh, and if you guys are liking Slashback, you want more of it to happen, one of the best ways to support Slashback is to pick up a t-shirt or pick up any sort of merch. You can check that out at slashback.info/shop, or you go on the QR code that you see on your screen. And during this weekend, or I guess for this whole week, I guess, up until the 21st, I should say, you can get 15% off any one of those merch that you see on there. So grab something if you do want to support the tournament.
Yeah, shout out to the merch team for putting out such cool merch. I think, you know, if you rep, like even a mildly J-Rock aesthetic, I think it'll go quite well to your court, as I'm displaying right here with the Volume 3 shirt. I do highly recommend it. Just getting one to support the event. It's a cool, it goes to a cool cause. And, you know, it'll look good in your closet for sure.
It's one of those things where it's like, you know, not everybody can make an event. Not everybody has the time or the ability to, or the money per se. But, you know, hopefully that the middle ground is little support like that, or just continuing to watch the stream, which we hope you do so. So we're going to go down for a little bit of downtime as we get the next pool set up. In the meantime, check out some of the other streams. But until then, we will have more fighting games on this one in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere.